Welcome to KocoSports. I am the huge one, aka the idiot Dave Koco, who's been tardy, absent, and missing because I've been going to tons of different events. Been going to Pro Wrestling Noah, DDT, All Japan, Dragon Gate, Just Tap Out. It's been going to a lot of different events, and hopefully I'll get back to doing more and more YouTube when I'm less busy. But this is about Pro Wrestling Noah's Destination 2024. As always, down in the comments, win, loss, or tie. Also, if you can, while you're down there, little like, little comment, a little subscription, if you will. All right. As we always say, win, loss, or tie. I feel like this is a win. It's close to a perfect. It's not a perfect. They are fixing a lot of stuff in Pro Wrestling Noah, and I feel like this is a lot of stuff is coming to an end, and a lot of stuff is going, and I feel like out of all the companies I go to, 01 is very kind, but I feel like when it comes to companies, WWE is set in their ways. They're not going to listen to you. New Japan and Ghetto, god damn, they're set in their ways. I have no idea how people can complain about Vince McMahon era WWE and not complain about New Japan. But hey, tribalism is tribalism. But I feel like Pro Wrestling Noah, they're all driving all over the road, but they're trying to listen to their fans. They're like, okay, what's going on? All right, so overall, I give it a win. I think some things are coming to an end. Some things are starting up, and it was entertaining. And when Pro Wrestling Noah is at its best and everything is clicking, I think it's the best product in the world. But for a lot of the big shows, they lose their mind. They do great at Monday Magic. They do great at some of their side shows. Limit Break, they do great. They do great at their smaller shows. The big shows, sometimes they miss by a lot. And then sometimes the decisions they make, you're just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I'm hoping that everything that's good about Pro Wrestling Noah, they continue. And everything that's bad, just throw it away. Just be like, okay, this is bad, throw it away. This is good, keep it. And I feel like this could be a make or break thing, but that's the beauty about being a Pro Wrestling Noah fan. You feel pain. Because it's all over the place. You're like, Monday Magic, we're back, baby, yeah! And they're like, what the fuck just happened? And then you're like, yeah. So they're so close to being great, and when they are great, they're like some of the best in the world. And it's one of those things where a Vince McMahon, maybe Tony Khan a little bit, not Triple H as much, in my opinion, definitely Ghetto, where, like, if they do something wrong, they'll just keep doing it wrong. But Noah's like, no, we can learn a valuable lesson here. You know, our audience didn't like that. Maybe we can do something different about it. And I feel like a chapter is coming to an end, and if they could just get it right on track. Hopefully the N1 is amazing. Usually when it comes to tournaments, the N1 is pretty solid in-ring action. Yeah, so I'm excited for the N1. We'll see where it goes. I mean, we'll make a video about that or just talk about it in this video. All right, so there you go. Abima! Abima. If you know, you know. Abima can be very difficult to use. It's a great service, but let me put it this way. Abima presents something, I guarantee I'm buying the ticket. I live in Japan. I know people that, my Japanese is horrendous. But I know enough people that know Japanese. I know enough people that know English. It is the most confusing site ever. It's like, it's a confusing site. It's just a confusing site. People are like, no, it's not. Yeah, okay. So whenever if you're a pro wrestling company and you want me to buy a ticket to go live, which I go live to a lot of events, maybe I'll be in All Japan tomorrow. If you want me to go live, just put Abima Presents, and I'm there. I'm there. Like, hello, how you doing? I'm here in person. So there you go. It is at a Japan Budokan in Tokyo. Very beautiful stadium. It is feel weird though. I've mentioned this before. It feels weird going into. It's like a religious building. It is a religious building, not like a religious building, but it's a religious building. So there's like a lot of rules, and it's so weird going into a building that's that big and there's no advertisements. There's no advertisements on the walls. It feels naked and weird, but that just tells you what sports has become. According to Noah, and they usually don't lie about ticket sales, 4,196. Not too bad. It was not a sellout, but it was pretty packed, and it was a pretty decent crowd. All right, moving on. Let's go kick some butt. We'll start from the bottom. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. We got a 3-way tag team match. 15 minutes, one match. I don't know why I'm giving you so much details. You got my boy Ninja Mike Miyawaki going against Alejandro and Cristobal. I don't know who Cristobal is. I don't think anyone knows who Cristobal is. And then you got Super Crazy and O'Hara. I didn't know O'Hara was as old as he is. I'm like, this young guy, this is what happens, folks. Let me tell you something. Dear kids of the internet, when you become as old as me, you call everyone a kid. It's just a bad habit. You're like, yeah, that young guy, he's 48. Dude, in his fucking prime. Give that kid a chance. But hopefully O'Hara does something. Super Crazy is super over. He's just a fun fucking guy, like as a fan. I don't know him personally. I've said hello to him 3 times, so I don't consider we're friends or anything. But he's just like the most chilled out guy. I've never met a fan that doesn't like Super Crazy. And then of course you got Ninja Mac Miyawaki, huge Ninja Mac fan. I gotta get better tickets. I had some really cheap tickets this time, and I was like way up there. I was like, Ninja Mac! I don't even think you heard me. I got myself a new Ninja Mac shirt, so okay. I thought this was kind of predictable because they're trying to put over Shiny Congo that Alejandro and Cristobal was going to win. I like to see where this goes, and hopefully, a lot of the athletes are going back. Some are going back to promote in the UK, and some athletes are just going back because they're rotating. I don't know. A lot of athletes are going back. I'm hoping that Ninja Mac stays and is part of the roster, and I imagine a lot of the people that said they're leaving are going to come back eventually. It's just they're taking a break for the N1. But yeah, overall, not too bad. It was a fun opener. But yeah, so there you go. Next, these guys are so over. They might as well just call this 6-man tag. There's a 6-man tag, second match. I go out of my way. I wanted to be a promoter again. I still might. This show really motivated me to get back into pro wrestling. For those that don't know, I was a promoter. I was radio. I was television. I worked behind the scenes. I ran my own companies. I made a full-time living off pro wrestling for 7 years. And, yeah. So, and I've worked for almost every major company. And, I've been thinking about getting back into it. But, this, motivated me. It's like, oh, man. And I hope that Noah goes out of their way and speaks to their Japanese fans and talks to them, because everyone in this match is very popular. Soya, Masaki Tamiya, Daiki, Suge, Fujita, and Taniguchi. They're all over. And it's like, I don't know if this is where they should be used. I think Masa and Soya especially have to be shot to the moon. So it's great that all these guys got on the card. It just seems, I feel in the future, they need more than a 6-man tag that goes less than 10 minutes. All of them super popular with the Japanese crowd, and they're just powerhouses that beat the hell out of each other. And, to steal this is something that a DDT fans. I went to a DDT. I was like, hey, he's like, you like pro wrestling Noah? You're always up Noah. Like, you're the Noah guy. I'm like, yeah, but I go to other events. And he goes, why are all pro wrestling Noah fans old guys that just want to see wrestlers beat the shit out of each other? I was like, how dare you? But that's fair. That's fair. This right here, to me, is, I think, what Japanese fans and foreign fans that follow the product, this match is like what people envision in today's Noah. They're like, oh, Masa, Soya, Daiki, they're just beating the piss out of each other. That's, I think, this group of 6 men are very popular, and especially Masa and Soya, and I think they should be pushed to the moon. It was a pretty solid match, but a short match. I think it's just show respect to get these guys on the card. Next, 6-man tag. I wasn't feeling this match. I went with Marine Domo, and I don't think Domo was feeling this match. Almost everyone I know does not enjoy Ogawa. Oiwa has the stench of Mo Money, Mo Spoilers. Kondo is the heaviest junior heavyweight in the history of wrestling. Akira is there. I've seen him wrestle a bunch. I would say I would like to see more of him. I'm just not. I don't feel as knowledgeable on him as I should be. Eita is confusing, and Owada is probably the greatest. I don't want to say greatest. I apologize, I think he's the hottest, most over young guy that I've seen in a while. People absolutely love that kid. Don't send him to the G1. Don't send him to New Japan. Don't have him lose a bunch. If he has to do an excursion, make it quick. Send him over, bring him back, and who knows, you might have a star in the making. But it's been a while. If you count young lions, young boys, whatever you want to call them. I think, what do they call them in Big Japan? Are they young BJs? I could be, dude. Big Japan names all their categories BJs. They're like hard BJs. I was like, what? What is going on? But yeah, I think he's insanely over. I wasn't feeling this match. It went 12 minutes. Eita wins. So it's Kanda, Eita, and Akira. Eita pins Owada. Owada is over. Oiwa, on the other hand, has some of that Mo Money, Mo Spoiler stank on him. And Ogawa, I don't know, man. Even we were sitting next to a Japanese guy that went to Vegas, and he even said, he's like, dude, Ogawa's always looked like that. He's just old. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why is this happening? I don't know. I don't want to pick on Ogawa, but I don't get it. I don't get it. Eita, at least I know he's talented, but I don't get his gimmick. Kondo, I love Kondo. I just put him in the heavyweight division and maybe put him in a tag division. I don't know. I think he should be doing more. And Owada is hot as fuck. So I'm all over on this one. I wasn't feeling it, but that doesn't mean it was a complete loss. Next, I told a couple Noah employees, this is fucking genius. Right now, New Japan has poisoned everyone but New Japan. And there's Mo Money, Mo Spoilers, which means the rich company is always going to win. New Japan is very, it's so weird. It's like, if you ask Pro Wrestling Noah fans and all Japan fans, would they rather work with WWE or New Japan or AEW or New Japan? That New Japan is that greedy. And it has really hurt Pro Wrestling Noah. It got to the point now that if you mention New Japan or make an announcement, you just hear the crowd go, every fucking time. So this is very clever because New Japan's very greedy. So you get New Japan legends that are also free agents, put on good matches, and have Keno win. It is very clever. I do find it funny when Noah defeats the New Japan legends. They're so respectful. And then you have the best of the best of the best on commentary in the other place. So I think this is very clever to bring back face, because wins and losses, I don't want to sound like Cody Rhodes, but in Japan, wins and losses matter. And I'll bring that up again in other matches. Wins and losses matter. And I don't think the team that's running Noah, the booking committee, knows that. And I think they're like, well, wins and losses don't matter. Yeah, when it's Nakamura and WWE, it might not matter because, and I don't know, but go on. But here, it's like they matter. So Keno getting the free agent wins. He got one earlier against Suzuki, now against Nagata. There's enough old free agents. Just rotate them in, save some face, get some of those victories so that when you have to go to All Together and get swept, you can be like, well, in August we defeated we defeated Old Man Japan 7. It was a good match. I respect the hell out of Nagata. I respect the hell out of Keno. I think Keno is the heart and soul of pro wrestling Noah. And yeah, overall, I just enjoyed this a lot. It was a short match. It was just done right. You know, I'm going to be the guy that tells you you're wrong. Like, sometimes people are shocked that when I meet them in person, I'm more blunt than I am on YouTube sometimes. But I'm also the guy that tries to be as genuine as possible, have my vision, and tell you when something's done right. This is done right. It is clever, and it's a way to get behind outside of Mo Money, Mo Spoilers, and the average fan that is not a super nerd watching videos like mine or making videos like mine. We're a bunch of good-looking nerds. GLN. This is very clever. This is very good. So, good job, Noah. Next, you have the GLG final. Last good-looking guys. Thank you, GLG. I thought about making a separate video on this. Before I make a separate video on it, I just want to say, when it comes to the good-looking guys, and I like I said, I will poo-poo on Noah when it needs to be poo-pooed on. These athletes can't blame the company. Every gift was GLG. They marketed GLG. They changed GLG. The team behind Noah, I just put a ton of effort into GLG. Did it get over? At times when they were acting like DX, it was cute and funny. But when it first started, it did not get over. It just didn't. And then, like, even when in Yokohama, when Jake Lee's like, I'm going to break up good-looking guys, there was no reaction. When they came out, there was no reaction. And I don't know, it's just sad. And it sucks because Jack Morris, I want nothing but the best for that guy. He is insanely talented. I used to be a scout for a major American company out of Connecticut. But I used to be a scout, and like this Connecticut company would love Jack Morris. And AG, Anthony Green, is fantastic. Character-wise, worst friend ever. Kayfabe-wise, worst friend ever. But good. LJ Cleary, it just sucks because I knew a couple of Japanese female fans really liked him, and they were looking forward to him. I had a couple of Japanese female friends say that he was his favorite. I got to meet him. He was very kind to me. And it just seems like, oh, what's LJ Cleary's future like? It might be bright. Let's see where this goes. And then it comes to an end. Yohei is, if there's 8 billion women in Japan, 27 billion love Yohei. Yohei is the ultimate, Japanese women. Like, if you're like, hey, how do I get a Japanese woman? Just look like Yohei. Look and act like Yohei, you'll get them all. You're like, hey, man, how you doing? Like, blonde hair, put it to the side, do some of this. I don't know. But I've never met a Japanese female fan that's not like, oh, yeah, Yohei. Tadasuke, I don't know. I used to not like him. He grew on me. He makes me giggle. He makes me laugh. And Jake Lee is a funny situation because it's a repeat of All Japan. It's like they push Jake Lee to move. Jake Lee is funny. Jake Lee is good looking. Jake Lee is tall. Jake Lee has so many benefits going for him. I wrote a list. There's like 12 benefits of being Jake Lee. Just fucking wrestling isn't one of them. That's the problem. If you had a wrestler and you're like, well, here you go. I have a list of 15 things that Jake Lee is awesome at. And you're like, is wrestling one of them? I got a list of 15 things. Can he wrestle? He's good looking. He's tall. He's got... So, and it's weird because All Japan pushed him to the moon. Then he went to Noah. Noah pushed him to the moon. And it just now, he's going to New Japan. Who knows? One Japanese guy screamed, "Keep him, don't bring him back." My friend Domo, who's injured Marine like myself, he fucking cheers the Jake Lee up, and I'm like, he's like, he tries to get Jake Lee chant. He's like, 4,000 people. He's the only one. But it's just, he has everything to be a star, except he can't fucking wrestle. But here's the good thing for Jake Lee. If he goes to New Japan, he just keeps failing forward. Like All Japan, they did everything he could, and then he went to Noah, failing forward. Probably got a lot of money. That is just a theory. I don't have a fact because there's a big, strong Japanese theory about this. And then in Noah, they did everything to get this guy over. There's times where there was a spark and an interest, but it just wasn't working all the time. When you're in, Yokohama and you say, well, this is going to be my last match, and there's not a peep, you're just not over. And then he's going to fail he's the ultimate at failing forward. But here's the thing, I made this video prediction. I think he's going to do horrible in New Japan, but New Japan fans' standards are lower than All Japan's and Noah's. Then, after he's going to go to WWE. He's going to fail forward. He might have a Hall of Fame career without Hall of Fame talent. It's just failing forward. Is he a nice guy? Yes. Is he a funny guy? Yes. Does he know how to work the crowd? Yes. Does he have potential? Yes. Can he wrestle? He's got a big hat. So this match, I think they were expecting people to be more emotional. People were buying. I saw more GLG gear at this event than any event that I've ever been to. And like I say, I go to 3 to 5 events a month. 3 to 5 events a week. So to me, this is the most over he's been. And there just still wasn't it, Noah's really into this thing. They want the crowd to chant all the time. It feels very Americanized. New Japan does it. I don't think All Japan does it as much, except for the main event. But it's just, people were fucking tired. They were just tired. And of course, Mo Money, Mo Spoilers. Jake Lee pins LJ Cleary. Just like Okada, you can't fucking go out on your back. And then fucking Ghetto, the king of Mo Money, Mo Spoilers, comes out and says, "Oh, you're part of War Dogs, dude." And here's the thing. One Japanese guy yelled, "Keep them, no refunds." Just keep them, no refunds. Like, everyone wants to see Jack Morris succeed. Our biggest fear, because he tweets in Japanese, that he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to get revenge on Jake Lee." No, we don't need to see Jake Lee. We don't need to see fucking Ghetto. We don't need to see New Japan. It is over. There is some Japanese rumors and conspiracies that the reason why some of the Noah wrestlers left was because they spent a lot of money and promotion on Jake Lee. It didn't work, and this is almost like a salary cap dump. That now, granted, this is just rumors. I want it to be known. I'm not like backstage, be like, "Give me the goods." Actually, I like the opposite. They're like, "Do you want to know what's happened?" I'm like, "La la la la, la 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 la." Don't give me spoilers, you son of a bitch. Don't give me spoilers. But like, Jack, we fucking love you, man. Just let it go. And there's a theory that it was a salary dump. Like, New Japan will take his salary, will take Jake Lee, he'll become the big tall guy that can fucking wrestle in New Japan. Those guys have no fucking standards left. I mean, I thought aren't that bad. Fucking zero standards. Zero standards. So he'll go do that bullshit, fail forward, and probably go to WWE. And that's why Jake Lee had to win and look strong, because New Japan bailed him out. Either that or Noah's fucking really dumb. I sometimes wonder if these Japanese rumors are just rumors because Noah's dumb. Well, actually, it's like, and also sometimes just the rumors ain't true. English rumors are pretty bad too. Oh, they couldn't draw. They couldn't draw without New Japan on Muda's retirement. That's the most insane. Do we hear the words coming out of your mouth? One of the greatest moments in professional wrestling history. And you need another company to draw is bonkers. Bonkers, I tell you. You just need Monday Magic Weekly, you son of a bitch. Just the Monday Magic Weekly. Overall, I think they wanted to tell a story. It just fell flat. Any show that has fucking Ghetto is the fucking worst, and he's just stubborn in his fucking ways. But look the other way and be like, oh no, it's not that bad. You know what I love about pro wrestling living in Japan? This is Americans. Dude, what are you talking about, man? Everything's going great in Noah and New Japan. And then in Japan, they're like, bro, no, it's not. This shit ain't going good. It just cracks me up. It fucking cracks me up to read the Japanese news and talk to the Japanese people compared to what they say in English. It blows my mind. It does not match at all. And Tanahashi's the king of this. He's like, we're the best of the best of the best in the world. We're the best. Just ask our commentary team. We're the best of the best of the best of the best, right? And then in Japanese, he's like, dude, we are so fucking hurting. We're hurting so bad that we have to sell fucking... God, there's not even a gaijin section anymore. That's how bad we're hurting. We can't even be racist mess anymore. We're hurting so bad, man. And then in English, we're the best of the best of the best. Good seats still available. But yeah, I hope this is the end of GLG. I hope this is the end of Jake Lee. And, you know, a lot of people will be like, you're a Jake Lee hater. I think he's the nicest fucking one of the greatest human beings on planet Earth. I've met him a handful of times, and I'm like, you know what? That is a good human being. My Aunt Stephanie's a good human being. She ain't fucking selling out Cork and Hall. Just gonna throw that out there. Shout out to Aunt Stephanie. And this is for G-Man. Shout out to Belle. If anyone knows. Shout out to Jack Morrison, G-Man, and Belle. There you go. All right. Yeah. Jake Lee pins LJ Cleary because mo money, mo spoilers. Jack Morris, for the love of fucking God, do not tweet in any fucking language. I don't care if it's Japanese, Russian, English, Spanish. Just let Jake Lee go. Look, right there. Let him go. Goodbye, Jake Lee. That's not Jake Lee. Where's Jake Lee? There he is. Just let him go, okay? There's Jake Lee. Just let me go. Let me go. Don't you dare. No more rivals. We tried our best and failed. Guys, I used to be a sports broadcaster. I think my old age, I'm just gone insane. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, this was all over the place. But listen, as long as Jack Morris, Anthony Green, LJ Cleary, Yohei, and maybe Tadasuke, I don't know. I mean, I got a little bit of a soft spot for them. As long as they do good. But Jake, I don't want to know fucking feud. I don't want no fucking Gorillas of Destiny, War Dogs, Bullet Club, House of fucking shit. Fuck you. Stay. No refunds. No refunds. I'll still root for you, when you go 2-14 in a G1. All right, scrolling up, GLG final. Next, you have the World Heavyweight Championship match. This was Go Shiozaki versus Saito. It's called the World Heavyweight Championship match. And it is the old school AWA title. If you remember the AWA, you're old and awesome, okay? If you're old and don't know what the AWA is, you're not awesome. If you know what the AWA is and you're young, you're awesome. But most likely you're old and awesome, and AWA is a thing. I think maybe WWE did a DVD, The Rise and Fall of AWA. I don't know. Back in the day, they used to make really good documentaries. I mean, they had a lot of propaganda in it, but still, it was nice. So yeah, you have Saito go against Go. I thought this was solid. I thought their working relationship with 0-1 has been fantastic. Hopefully they keep it going. And here's the thing. If you don't win 100% of your matches and you actually work together and tell good stories and use the roster right, people go to the other fucking events. It's almost like working all together helps everyone all together. Just gonna fucking throw it out there. This was a pretty solid match. I enjoyed it. And at the very end of the night, I believe I am 100. Yeah. I just want to do it. I made his decision that he is also gonna retire. Let me just read this word for word because I want to make sure. A, I want to make sure I get it right. B, it's a little confusing because he's advertised already for a future card, and they usually don't change the cards that much. And C, my Japanese is fucking horrendous. All right, let's go see. So Saito, after a moment of silence, Saito, I think he made his decision, so I'm prepared for that. I was happy to fight Saito at Japan Budokan. Also regarding a belt, I think the weight of the belt is heavier. And this is Go speaking. And I think it inherited Saito. And I will fight with all my strength and awareness. Okay, dude, that's not what I wanted. But I'm pretty sure Saito retired. I'm like, I just want details. Okay. Yeah. Now, I don't know, because I think Yokohama this coming up Saturday? Yes, I didn't know what day of the week it was. This coming up Saturday, they have a Limit Break, and Limit Break's pretty good if you like the old school wrestling style, and if you like a dash of 0-1 DDT and other companies, it's very enjoyable. It's like All Together if it's done right. I can't stop making fun of All Together. Let it go, Dave. I can't! Let it go, man. I can't! But yeah, I think Saito retired, so they're going to have to do it. Saito had one hell of a career. There's some documentaries about Saito and Misawa and a letter. It'll make you cry. Saito was really kind to me. I've only met him once or twice, and he went out of his way to be like, hey man, I hope whatever I do, you enjoy. And I was like, that's kind of cool and professional. Like sometimes you meet a lot of these wrestlers, and I just noticed the ones that make it farther are just so much humbler and listen to opinions. And the ones that are like, no way, I ain't fucking listening to anybody. Fuck you, man. They usually make podcasts and get paid by WWE. But yeah, Go gets the victory. I enjoyed this match. And I'm excited to see where the AWA title, aka the World Heavyweight Championship, aka 0-1 title goes, and Go being in charge of that. Not a lot, but I went to Tanaka's 30th anniversary. Could you imagine building up a Noah versus 0-1, Tanaka versus Go? I just take my fucking money. Here you go. Here. I don't know how much money I have. How much money do I have? This is a surprise. I got 7,000 yen and a couple very important business cards. So 7,000 yen. That's yours. Okay? That's yours. You can have it. It's all yours. Just book that match. Book it up. No, don't speed up to it. Build up to it. Like Tanaka, when you go to pro wrestling, when you go to 0-1, Tanaka's beating the shit out of people, building up. Go is beating the shit out of people at Noah. And they're like, hey, and then they're, make it happen. Make it happen. Go, Tanaka. I didn't know I wanted it, but now I'm willing to pay 7,000 yen. Maybe more. Probably not more. I go to a lot of events. I try to stay in the 5,000 to 7,000 yen range. So I spend about 50 to 70 bucks, but I also buy a lot of shirts. So there you go. I enjoyed this. And if you're a historian and Saito, the more you know and the more you know about the history, the bigger this is. So this was huge. Go out of your way to see it. And Saito, I am 98% sure you retired. I don't know what's going to happen at Limit Break. That's usually not like Noah. It's not like Japan to change up the card too much. This ain't Monday Magic. But we'll see. But I'm hoping I get... Man, I don't know. I just go out and watch it. And, for older fans, this is absolutely fucking fantastic. Next, you have the GHC Heavyweight Championship match. Hayata, he's beloved. He's no Yohei, but the women love him. I'm I don't get it. I have a lot of friends, and maybe this is a peer pressure thing, but I have a lot of Japanese friends and English speaking friends, mostly online, sometimes in tournaments. It sucks because my friends can't make it to as many shows as me, but I also am a fucking psychopath and go to too many shows. But all of them don't like Hayata, and I didn't fucking hate Hayata, but I don't fucking care for him. I don't care. I think him winning the GHC National Championship, going up to the G1, being fucking abused by Ghetto, it's just, I don't know. I don't fucking care. But Sasaki, I think I do care. He wins with a sleeper hold. They did a move where Hayato sprung out. I don't know how it looked on tape. I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to rewatch it on, oh, fuck, it's not on Wrestle Universe. I'll rewatch it when it gets to Wrestle Universe. But Hayata did like this spring over, and Sasaki put an armbar, and from my cheap ass seats, it looked amazing. I wonder how it looked on television. I want to see that. Also, there was someone new on commentary. I want to see how he did. He was like, I'm here to look. But Sasaki gets the win, and here's the thing: GHC National Championship. Listen, nothing but Japanese athletes, UFC. No, that's not fair. Follow me. Don't be a racism. Japanese athletes with martial arts backgrounds, unless you went to UFC or Pride. That's it. This should be like the Bloodsport title. You have too many titles, and the titles have to make sense. Just have it. Like, there was a time when the GHC National Championship just felt like it was a GLEAT title. GLEAT is very pride oriented, very martial arts oriented. So that's what this needs to be. We have too many fucking titles. Now, was I happy when Jack Morris won and he was double champ? Of course. You know I do. You know I fucking love that. Don't throw that in my face. You know that I loved it. But I just feel like with Sasaki, UFC fighter, tremendous entrance, great at arm bars. I feel like that should be the division. You can go Shibata, you can go Aoki, you can go Rampage Jackson, War Beast, Josh Barnett, Sakuraba. These are what that title should be, because if not, it makes no fucking sense. It's just like, all right, another fucking title. Yay! And this ain't a Noah thing. This is a pro wrestling. Nah, this is a pro wrestling thing for 98% of companies out there, including independents, North America, Lucha, Japan, the whole fucking universe, even on the goddamn moon. Okay? The moon's in the universe. Thank you. There's just way too many titles. And then, like, the titles don't fucking make sense. Like, some of them are like, okay, I get it. This has a 10-minute time limit. This has the MMA title. This is the martial arts title. It's like, okay, I get it. But then, like, there's the global title. Like, what the fuck are we doing with the global title? The national championship. If you don't have it, like, as a certain thing. Because there's also the national championship. I could be wrong. They gave it to a lot of the older wrestlers at a time. But I don't know if that's 100% sure. But anyway, hopefully Sasaki has a long run. He has a lot of potential. He has some of the sexiest arm bars in the fucking business. Just play to his strengths. And Hayata, I'm sorry. I didn't hate you, but so many people said he fucking sucks, and I didn't have enough evidence that you didn't suck. That's where we're at, Hayata. I'm like, Hayata's not that bad. Tell me something good about Hayata. Oh, man, Hayata sucks. But Sasaki does. I don't know. You know what? I don't want to be mean to Hayata yet. Guys, challenge. If you made it this far, how far are we in? 38 minutes! Jesus Christ, what am I talking about? If you made it 30 minutes in, Hayata, down in the comments, one good thing. Outside of women liking him. We got Yohei for that, okay? Do women like him? Yes. Is he good looking? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I was a gay dude or a chick, Hayata would not be high on my list, But women like him only to Yohei, He's like the silver medal sexiness when it comes to Japanese women. But outside of that, I got nothing, man. I got nothing. What's he good at? Tell me. All right. Next, you have the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Daga. Here's the thing. I've changed my opinion on this. I always thought Daga was a good wrestler. I thought he was a good heavyweight wrestler, never junior heavyweight. And I think Daga's like, listen here, you fat fuck. I'm going to prove you wrong. And then he proved me wrong. And I was like, fuck yeah, Daga's awesome. Fuck yeah, Daga can do it all. And then Amakusa came back, and I feel like everyone in the building knew Amakusa was going to win. He's so popular. I'm indifferent. But I know he's popular. And Daga, I hope we get to see you. And you have proved me wrong. Am I a fucking hothead who screams and yells at clouds? The answer is yes. Can I be proven wrong if you do something awesome? The answer is also yes. It's called being a human being. Try it, internet. Try it, I dare you. Moving on. Yeah, this was a pretty solid match. I just feel, like, once again, I don't get spoilers, but I feel like everyone in the building knew. You know, like, oh, hey, he's back. He's going to win. So, yeah. So it should be interesting, and I want to see where he can go from here. And Daga had one hell of a run, and it was enjoyable. Next. Okay. Okay, you had a Lucha Libre special tag team match. You had the son of Dr. Wagner Jr., Galeno de la Mar. I don't know. You had Wagners on each side. My Spanish is as bad as my Japanese. And then, you had Dragon Bane and Alpha Wolf. Look. I don't rate matches. I like this. I do win, loss, or tie. That's my thing. And then I just fucking act like a crazy person. That's how I run it. Okay, good or bad, that's how I run it. Some people are like, that's horrible. Some people are like, oh yeah, rub my nipples. So this is how we fucking. Are you okay, Bear? I don't know if my girlfriend is laughing or dying or both. Anyway, the Wagners versus Dragon Bane and Alpha Wolf. I don't rate matches. If I did, I'd give them all the stars. I'd give them all the thumbs up. I'd give them all the hearts. This match was fucking amazing. I say give them all the fucking money. This was a huge win. And here's the thing. I've been working on a side project. I got like a list of videos I'm making, and one of them's pretty fucking exciting. I'm actually doing research, not just pulling up fucking noah.co.jp. Like, actually going out there. Like, I feel like there's like 2 or 3 videos where I actually did fucking journalist work. Yikes. Disgusting. Could you imagine leaving your house and actually being a journalist? Tooey, disgusting. But, dude, I've been bringing a lot of people that never watched pro wrestling to pro wrestling, and everyone loves the luchador style. Dragon Bane, Alpha Wolf is fucking amazing. The son of Dr. Mike, the Wagner's amazing. Wagner super over. Don't think the Wagner shouldn't have lost the title. Dragon Bane, Alpha Wolf, give them all the fucking money. Listen, you got too many titles. They win the junior tag titles. They win the real tag. Bam. Double tag, send them out, give them all the fucking money. Dragon Bane, Alpha Wolf, I love you as much as a straight man can. And Wagner, you're fucking amazing. Okay? There you go. This is the must-watch match. I know everyone's going to talk about the next 2 matches. I know everyone's like, it's a double main event. Big Nose Triple H says it's a double main event. Ooh, fuck you. If Triple H can make double main event, it's a fucking triple main event. This is it. Dude, this is the must-watch. It's 13 minutes of fucking just turning off gravity. And here's the beautiful thing about these. They're so fucking good. Dragon Bane and Alpha Wolf right now, I'm so fucking high on right now. If you buy stocks, put all your fucking money in them. Pro Wrestling Noah, if you listen to this video, and I know a couple of boys do, it's always embarrassing meeting someone be like, I saw your podcast. Like, oh, sorry about that. But they know I'm a fucking insane person, the ones that have met me. But Dragon Bane and Alpha Wolf, just give them all the fucking money. Whatever Pro Wrestling Noah makes, give it all to them. Okay? Listen. We got rid of fucking Moneybags Jake Lee. Please don't come back. We just get rid of everybody. Except Ninja Mac. And Kana. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. But just give them all the money, okay? If they come in and say, hey, I want money, just fucking print that shit. Give them all. I'm going to say this. I watch a lot of pro wrestling. I watch AEW. I watch WWE pay-per-views. I sneak in some independents every now and then, but not enough to be an expert. I watch a little bit of Impact, but not enough to be an expert. And I watch the big lucha events, but not enough to be an expert. And I watch tons of Japanese wrestling. So that's my resume as far as a fan and what I watch. I think they're the best tag team in the world. And I know I over-exaggerate and say the greatest, best, and all that, and I have to catch myself. I'm not catching myself. I'm putting my fucking 7,000 yen right there, boys. I'm putting 7,000 yen. They are the best fucking tag team in the world. They are fucking amazing wrestlers. And here's the thing. I bring people from hockey. I work in hockey. I work in sports. I work in anime, manga. I work in education. I also work in business. And I bring people from all 5 worlds to pro wrestling because I'm a fucking crazy person. Like, well, you like pro wrestling? I'm like, sure do. You want to come this fucking Tuesday? That's me. So I bring people all over. And anyone that's seen them that knows nothing about pro wrestling is like, dude, these guys are fucking amazing. It's triple main event. They're fucking awesome. Fuck you. If Triple H can make double main event, I can make triple main event. And it was fucking amazing. It was bonkers good. I loved it. I love it. Because here's the thing. It's fast. It's lucha. And they're stiff as fuck. They're everything I want. Flippy, fast, stiff. Flippy, fast, stiff. Give them all the fucking money. Give them all the money. All right? Listen. I got 7,000 yen. You can have it. Okay? I wish I had more money. Maybe I should stop going to wrestling events 3 times a week. Anyway, there you go. This is a fantastic fucking match. And if anything is going to convert new fans, it's that. Like, I have a bunch of hockey heads in Japan. They got Wrestle Universe because of this. They watch Dragon Bane and Alpha Wolf because of this. They are bringing in casual. Well, I'm actually bringing them in casuals, but they're fucking keeping the casuals there. Woo! There you go. Dragon Bane, Alpha Wolf, you get all the money. And Wagner, I fucking love you too. I enjoyed the shit out of that match. Next, double main event 2. They're calling it double main event 1. Triple main event 2. There you go. I don't know how math works. You have AJ Styles versus Marufuji. I saw AJ Styles, like when I worked in pro wrestling. I saw him at NWA Wildside. I saw him at IPW Hardcore. I seen him at NWA Florida. I seen him wrestle Scoot Andrews. That's right, Black Nature Boy Scoot Andrews. Look it up, one of the greatest human beings on planet Earth. I watched him go bench Billy Fives, Christopher Daniels. Then I saw him go to TNA. I was in Impact Zone, baby. Woo! Impact Zone. Impact Zone. True story. This is how much I don't fucking sell out. I think NDAs are up. Impact used to fucking pay me, fly me out, and get me a hotel, and I still was honest on my reviews. Don't sell out! Just be honest. I got to see him tons, and dude, he's fucking amazing. One time at IPW Hardcore, I told this story to the commentary team. One time at IPW Hardcore, it was me and 4 fans. There was an active hurricane. Like the streets were closed. And IPW Hardcore, ran by Ron Nemi and Aaron and all those great guys, they were like, well, we have a TV show. There's only 4 fans here that walked and fucking psychopathed Koco. And they're like, well, let's just fucking record it. You know, they're very clever. In pro wrestling, camera work really matters a lot, especially if you can't sell out the building. Camera work matters a lot. They tried their best. But, you know, there's still only 4 fans in Koco. Never a good fucking house. Live hurricane going on. And they sent out wrestlers. And the wrestlers knew they had to fill up so many minutes. The wrestlers knew everything. Everyone fucking mailed it in. Think about it. It's a hurricane. There's 4 fans. Whatever. They've been on television, you know, locally. They mailed it in. Not fucking AJ Styles. AJ Styles went out there and put on the best fucking match he could. And then he fucking Kobe'd me. He Jordaned me. I fucking went in there with my little nerd. Remember Remember, I used to fucking actually go to events and interview people. Remember that? I went there like, hey, how you doing? This is Dave from KocoSports. I'm on radio and television. What do you do now? Let's not talk about that, AJ. And young me fucking put a mic in his face, and I said, I was a blunt asshole. I was like, everyone mailed it in except you. Why? There's only 4 people out there. And his exact words, he Kobe'd me. He's like, Mamba mentality. He said, those 4 people, that might be the only time they see AJ Styles, and I wanted to put on a show. And it feels great. Fucking seeing someone support your local indies, seeing someone so fucking in the beginning of his career, so focused, so amazing, so phenomenal, that was his fucking attitude. And now I've seen him at Mania. I've seen him live at Mania. I've seen him live at Kingdom. I've seen him live at Pro Wrestling Noah Budokan. Like, the fact that fucking worth paid off with that talent is beyond amazing. Support your local indies because you could see great stories like that. I'm a huge AJ Styles fan, even though I might not be the biggest WWE fan in the world, but I do enjoy just their pay-per-views. I don't know if I can watch Raw and SmackDown just yet. I got shit to do. But yeah. So him going against Marufuji, this is a dream match for a lot of pro wrestling fans. Marufuji is probably, I don't mean to insult him. He's the wrestler's wrestler. And what I mean by that is, I don't think fans appreciate Marufuji as much as they should. I mean, Noah fans probably do, let's be honest. But the rest of the world, I don't think they appreciate it. But if you go to anyone in the business, they're like, oh, Marufuji. Will Ospreay, Marufuji. AJ Styles, Marufuji. Kenny speaks highly of him. Everyone speaks highly of him. And who knows how long he has. He said he was going to retire in 3 years, which I thought was a bad idea. And now he's walked it back. Not because of me. I made it sound like I talked to Marufuji. But it was there. And this was a 25-minute match. It was fun. It was exciting. People were cheering for Marufuji. People were cheering for AJ Styles. It was just a fun match. And then, can you feel so happy for the winner and so sad for the loser? Because Marufuji is the biggest victim of Mo Money, Mo Spoilers. It just sucks, man, for how great of a wrestler Marufuji is. Like, I was so happy for AJ. I saw him wrestle at NWA Wildside. NWA Wildside looked amazing on 1990s, 2000s television. But in reality, that was a shitty fucking building. IPW Hardcore looked good on television. That wasn't that good of a building. But seeing him start from these places and having such great matches, and that's not a knock on those indies. I don't want you to twist my words. To see him start from there, to go to the Tokyo, Budokan, WrestleMania, Impact, Ring of Honor. It's just absolutely fucking amazing. And then Marufuji, fucking the wrestler's wrestler. Everyone fucking loves Marufuji. And you're just so sad that Marufuji has to lose because Mo Money, Mo Spoilers. Because I noticed something about Tribalist. Oh, yeah, of course our guy has to win. Yeah. But then it's like, if it's fucking someone from Japan. Because one thing that my Japanese friend brought up, and I want to bring this up. He's like, how come when WWE stars come to Japan, they have to win? But if we ask, why is Nakamura only won one match? You're like, oh, that's how the business works. Oh, he's a fucking heel. Oh, get it? It's like, no, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But that's another topic for another day. It's getting too deep here. But this was an enjoyable match, and I was so happy to see AJ Styles win on such a stage, considering where I've seen him start. But I was also just so frustrated and so fuck life isn't fair with Marufuji going down. But AJ Styles was amazing, said all the right things, helped people get over. Bring, bring. Yes, how you doing? Ghetto? Go fuck yourself. AJ Styles did all the right things in interviews, put people over, and it was just fucking fantastic. Also did a good job promoting WWE. Not that it needed help, but Triple H and WWE is so much clever in Japan than they were in the past. Where WWE was in Japan to where it is now, that took effort. That took marketing. That took decisions. That took changing a company. So Triple H and WWE marketing team, I don't give you many compliments. You have turned the image of WWE around in Japan in a really, really good way. So congrats. And AJ Styles, just a professional beyond belief. But I'm not going to lie to you. I was still a little heartbroken, boys. And next, you have the triple main event 3, a.k.a. double main event 2. I said something. I didn't realize how accurate it was. I said, if you wear the GHC Heavyweight Championship and you're not in the fucking main event, your booker should be fired. You should get rid of a lot of shit. So this match had a lot of pressure on it. Kenna was very clever, and he basically said, listen, if you're the fucking champ, you got to be the main event and steal the fucking show. You got to win fans over. And if you only watch because of AJ Styles, understandable. There's a lot of pro wrestling out there. I'm not going to fucking judge you as long as you ain't a tribalist fucking donkey ass. I don't even know what that means, but I just want you to know you're a donkey ass. If you're not a tribalist donkey ass, and you stayed up and stayed for the next match, I think this won some fans over. Kaito Kiyomiya has a situation we'll talk about, but Inamura, holy fuck, he was so good. No, I want to apologize. He was a very solid. He goes on excursion. He gets the main event spot. People question if that's the fucking right thing to do. These two young athletes, they didn't make the mistake they did with Ibushi. They put the title on last, and these young athletes fucking delivered. I was so happy what Inamura did. I was so happy what Kaito Kiyomiya did. It started off, I am a big fan of not hijacking it disrespectfully. Even though, I'm an ECW fan. I was part of the Dan Bryan movement. I've hijacked some things disrespectfully before, so I understand, youngins. But I'm not. In my older age, I'm not for hijacking something. I'm not for hijacking something disrespectfully. I'm for now. I haven't always been this way. I've changed. I just don't spend money. I spend about $100 to $200 per show on merch. And I spend about $3,000 per month. And I just because I want to support pro wrestling. And if it fucking sucks, I just walk away. Where before it's like, oh, we got to hijack it. And here's the thing too, like when Ghetto and all those fucking idiots come out, I just check my phone. If you want me to check any messages and you see Ghetto on my screen, just know I'm checking it. Just, all right, whatever. Because what they do, really bad professional wrestlers that don't understand the fucking craft at all. The fucking mic. Those guys. They say, oh yeah, I worked you. You were upset. And then they justify their shitty careers. Don't believe me? Look at other wrestling podcasts. They justify their shitty fucking careers by saying they worked you. So now I don't even fucking everything. And if it happens too much, I just leave. Like when Ghetto and Jake Lee come back, and if they fucking do some stupid invasion of House of fucking Touch Butts, I'm out. I'm not buying those fucking tickets. Not. And that's it. It's the only way you can fucking support what you like, money-wise. And that's I think it's because I lived in Japan too long. That's a very Japan attitude. Like Japan, there's not many podcasts. There's not many negative things. What Japan does is they just stop going. Ask Jake Lee's title run. That's too soon. But this match was fucking amazing. And when it first started, everyone was in Kaito's corner. And without without hijacking it and being a jerk, everyone turned to Inamura. This happened in Kawasaki with Soya. It happened here. And I wish that they'd make the hot switch. They had 4,000 fans, which is a big crowd for Japan. I know, like in AEW and WWE, they get bigger crowds than that. But in Japan, outside of like the Tokyo Dome shows, that's a pretty decent thing. Like even Impact sold out their next pay-per-view and it's 4,000 people. But they just switched sides because this fucking guy Inamura was so good. Him and Kaito had a spot that all Noah fans wanted. They said, hey, fuck your dream matches. The title is the fucking main event. The title is the main event. And they're young, and then they come up and step up and do it. Dude, this is like a rookie quarterback and a rookie wide receiver taking your team to the playoffs. It was fucking fantastic. I would have let Inamura win. I think they should have a system where if the crowd's that fucking hot and that big, you just switch the title. I think because most likely Inamura is going to win the N1 unless Noah's stupid, and most likely they're going to go later on and you lost the heat. Like when Keno beat Jake Lee up north, that was amazing. But when Soya was in Kawasaki, that was amazing. But then later, well, Ibushi. And I love you, Ibushi, but the Ibushi incident. So these two young athletes were giving a thing behind two legends and one fucking hell of a luchador match. And they fucking delivered. It was fucking amazing. Now, I think that if you're only going to watch 3 matches, watch the 3 last matches. They're fucking amazing. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about the Kaito Kiyomiya problem. They are building him up as a superstar, and it should be right, but they have to make it like Rocky 3. They have to make him like Dusty Rhodes. They have to make him like Cody Rhodes. When he cuts promos, he has to talk about how he's fallen, but he's gotten back up. Because the Japanese fans that I talk to, and I talk to roughly online, I probably reach out to about 500 Japanese fans in my little groups. And fucking, do they like, comment, subscribe? No. Fucking Japan. They buy my book though, so I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, buy my book. And I always talk to people that understand me even just a little bit. I like to have conversations with the locals, even though I lived here 20 years and have permanent residence. And everyone can't let go that Kaito Kiyomiya, the sweep, Okada, the G1 twice. Kaito Kiyomiya has to stop acting like he's Okada. Noah, that arc has sailed. See what I did there? That arc has sailed. You have to make him like Rocky 3. You have to make him like Cody Rhodes. You have to make him like Dusty Rhodes. You have to make him as a guy that failed and bounced back. Because every Japanese person I talk to, it's not Nakamura and WWE. They're not going to let it go. They're not. Like, that's why I thought Inamura winning the title would have been genius. Now, granted, the title switches hands too much, blah, 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 but you got to feel it, you know? Booking pro wrestling is, you got to feel it. You got to talk to fans. You have to, it's an art in itself that I'm very passionate about. But, with that said, Kaito Kiyomiya can't act like Okada. He can't act like Keno. He can't act like Kento. He can't act like these great champions. You fuck that. No one goes, like, there's always this Japanese guy who yells and screams at him. There's the incident at Korakuen Hall where they got in the ring and started yelling at her. The We Are No movement was fucking killed don't fucking kill this, and you have to be smart. If Kaito Kiyomiya's got the GHC title, one of the best titles in the world, probably design-wise the best title in the world, he has the GHC title. You can't have him go around, I'm the best. Because instantly people think of G1. Instantly they think of the disrespect of New Japan. Instantly they think of fucking Okada. You can't. You have to Rocky 3 this bitch. He has to be like the best way I describe booking him moving forward. If you want to be successful, I don't know if anyone actually talks to Japanese fans. If you want to be successful, you have to treat him like Batman. Why do we fall? To get back up. Because that is the only way you're going to fucking legit save this guy's career. Unless you're just making a piece of shit. If he's going to be a piece of shit that always loses to New Japan, hell, you're fucking right on track with that. Yeah, Inamura, when he won the crowd over, they should have made an audible. That does not happen that much in Japan, to the best of my knowledge. But Kaito Kiyomiya is a very special talent, no matter what English commentary says at New Japan. And you have to get the crowd back. And him acting like he's the best, calling out people for the N1. And because here's the thing. Their booking idea, or how the show ends, is he says, all right, I'm going to call out everyone to the N1. They came out, and they were hoping to get a gauge. Their idea was, well, I'll go in front of everyone and hope I get a gauge of who's the favorite, the N1. And it just killed the crowd. Or Inamura should fucking be the champ. You know what I mean? I just thought Kaito having the fucking title, going to everyone, hoping to pop and not get a pop, fucking fell flat because they don't know what the fans really think of Kaito Kiyomiya. Is he hated? No. But every time he says he's the best, every time he tries to be confident, they remember. You can't say Jake Lee and not go 0-3. You can't. If I call one of my Japanese friends right now, bring, mushi mush, Jake Lee, they make 0-3. Kaito Kiyomiya is the best. All right, whatever. What is he? Even when Kaito Kiyomiya was coming out for that feud with Keno, he was like, yeah, I'm the best. And you could just hear people if you're the best, why the fuck did you go 2 in fucking a billion? Wins and losses matter. And saying you're the best when you have that much baggage, you have to turn it. You can't have him have the strap and look at Jack Morris and be like, ooh, are they going to cheer for Jack Morris? Yeah, you're missing the fucking boat. You're missing the arc. How many bad arc jokes can I make in one day? I don't know. I don't know what the record is. If someone could go back and watch this, because it would help me with my fucking... I'd love the algorithm to have it where it just reaches my subscribers, but we're not there yet. And then I talk to someone at YouTube and they're like, just make tons of content. I'm like, I don't know, man. Because the worst feeling in the world is when you make something, like, what did you think about Kaito Kiyomiya in the main event? You're like, oh, this. What do you think about Kaito Kiyomiya in booking? You're like, this. And then you're like, okay, cool. When are you making a video? I made a video 3 weeks ago. Oh, I didn't get it in my box. Yeah. So make sure to hit a bell or something. I don't fucking know. I might make... one strategy my friend told me is make a free... a free Patreon so that Patreon will alert you every time. I don't know. I don't know if I'm that motivated. Would you guys sign up for a free Patreon so you get my videos in your mailbox? Be like, fuck yeah. Maybe I'll work on a blog. I'm just kidding. I'm really working on a blog. I'm a little excited about it, but I have to update it a lot. I'm going to make sure that it's pretty presentable before we launch it. But overall, I give it a win. There's a lot of good stuff. Kaito Kiyomiya's got to change. Inamura fucking MVP stepped it up. AJ Styles classed ass. Marufuji, sorry, mo money, mo spoilers is a thing. The Lucha Tag Team was fucking fantastic. Daga had a hell of a run and proved me wrong. Amakusa is very popular. Sasaki is your new champ. Go is your new World Heavyweight Championship, AWA 01. Saito retired. I'm 90. He's retired. He just retired. I just don't understand why he retired. And Jake Lee is going to ghetto. Hopefully he never comes back. Jack Morris, stop fucking tweeting saying that making this a thing. Just shut the fuck up. Go into N1 and battle. AG, we fucking love you, brother. AG. Yohei, LJ Clear, Tezuki, wish you best. Keno, you're the fucking heart and soul of this goddamn company. Owada is going to be a star. The 6-man tag match. This first one, it was fucking huge. Masa and Soya should be pushed to the moon. I love Ninja Mac. And yeah, overall, I give it a win. All right, I hope you like this. I'd like to hear your things down on the thing. No, it's weird. I always talk about my wife. I run a couple businesses. I help a lot of friends. And I always like put YouTube at the end of the night. And I'm like, I'm too tired. I'm not going to do a YouTube video. And then as soon as I hit start, I'm like 3 hours later. And that's why I like the second rope black. Actually, I don't know. I like my ropes black or red, white, and blue. What color you like your ropes? Oh, green ropes for Noah? Not bad. Also, the great canvas looked amazing. I am dead tired. I'm going to upload this. I love you, dudes. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm hoping, I don't know, I'm having a midlife crisis. I love doing what I do, but I miss making content. Help me. Go down there, like, comment, subscribe, be like, fuck your real life responsibilities. Content for life. I'm a retired guy that works too much. Where did it go wrong? With that, oh, by the way, I always put tons of photos up on the Twitter machine. I hope to do that on YouTube too. So like, comment, subscribe. And with that, I am over. Hey. Oh yeah, if you in the UK, Noah's coming.